Good morning. So Caroline and Matt are gone, and Daniel. So I've been doing a lot of washing, bedding, and going through all of our camping equipment as well, and also kind of preparing to shut down the cabin as well, because we are only here for another 3 weeks. Sorry. Lando, he's gonna be going with Matt and Caroline. So this is his last week here at the island before he's gonna be hitting the road with them. It's kind of a lot of change happening all at once. She's expecting, as a lot of you know. That was the best news I've ever heard. And we're so excited. So now our travels is all based around her dates and getting back to see her and little Pumpkin and Matt again. But today we're just gonna work on a little bit of firewood. Every day we try and do that, and finish buttoning up the cabin and checking out our gear. Lando, you want to look at the camera? No, too shy. So I got these tents out, and I'm just gonna check the bottoms of them and see which one we want to take. It's I would love to do some hiking with Pete and the boys when we meet up with them somewhere. I don't know where yet, but we're definitely going to take our backpacks and hiking gear. How clean or how dirty this is. So it looks like with the MSR tent, we just need to buy another footprint, like the one that goes down on the ground before the tent. And now I'll just check for the screen and see if it's all working. Hey, what are you doing? Lynn, that's right where I was going to go.
With the day being so beautiful, it was a perfect time to take a break from packing and head out to collect some more gravel and rocks.
Now I think Pete and I and Lando, come here. We'll just take a nice cruise on this nice evening and enjoy the fall.
The morning mist on the lake signals a cooling of the air and the water. And the last of the loons will soon be migrating south. As the rain began to fall, we spotted movement on the lake, a doe and her fawn swimming from our island to another island across the channel.
So we've been cleaning up like the fridge and just going through everything and detailing it, taking any garbage, all in preparation of heading back to Europe and shutting down the cabin.
We're getting wet.
I forgot Peter's rain pants in the truck, so he'll have to use a plastic bag over his legs. Welcome to fall. Ready?
Today we set out for Killarney. First stop, garbage and recycling. Then a visit to Herbert's for their world-famous fish and chips.
Herbert's Fish and Chips, Killarney. It's a tradition.
And before we head back to the island, we take a stroll around the beautiful village.
Chores is just news.
Okay, so the garbage recycling's all done. The gas is refueled and the tanks, and I think we're just gonna make a coffee and listen to the rain hitting the roof and spend our time with Lando. This is his last weekend here. I know, but he'll love it with Caroline. Hi, little guy. Hi.
Here's a pillow for you today.
You like your pillow. So I just went in the shop, got a battery. I'm going to be using the Milwaukee chainsaw and cutting up a tree that we felled last year this time. So it should be nice and dry. And it's softwood, so that's great to start fires with, to get them started. And then we add in the hardwood. I love this time of year. It is just gorgeous, but we are definitely soaking it in because the colder weather is coming tomorrow and probably all of next week. We'll be packing up Matt and Caroline and saying goodbye to them. I try not to think about it. I'm just thinking this is so exciting. Like, that's all I'm thinking about right now. And we will see them soon in a couple months. And then Daniel will be flying home next, I think on Monday. So we'll be meeting up with him. Then we come back to the cabin. Then it's then it's a full swing winter mode. Like, we are going to be totally prepping so that if we do return in the spring, we have enough propane and enough firewood. But I have a feeling we're going to be going straight to Montana to see Caroline and Matt. I just have a really, yeah. At least I will. We'll see. But like I said, they're taking Lando, so I'm also packing all his gear. You couldn't ask for anything more than today. Got the log all prepped. Isn't that pretty? So I'm gonna go get Pete. He can cut this up, and then I'll just crush down the branches.
Today we're on the road to Caroline and Matt's place, helping them pack for their next adventure and to greet Daniel, who has just returned from his trip to Norway. The fall colors are incredible, and Lando's doing what he does best, keeping his eyes peeled for any wildlife that might step out onto the road. When we arrived, Caroline had everything already sorted and stacked in the living room. We headed to Home Depot to pick up some totes, and then the packing and loading began. We've been packing up Caroline's apartment, Caroline and Matt's stuff. This is all going into a storage sea crate. The stuff they're taking is in the truck here. There's a whole bunch of totes all along the bottom. and that'll be full by the time they're done. And then there's another load of stuff over here which we're taking up to the lake, up to the cabin, find a place to store it. Crazy when you think about it, how much stuff. They've only been married a year, and how fast we accumulate things. But it's been a great exercise, a lot of fun, a big adventure for them coming up. But a good exercise in, a bit of minimalism, just tossing the stuff you don't need,
Yes. You had so much fun with Matt and Caroline, yeah.
Before long, everything was loaded up, and it was time to say goodbye for now.
We'll see you out there.
You guys, good sleep. I'm not gonna cry. Can't wait for that phone call when you're like, we're here.
Watching Matthew, Caroline, and Lando drive away in their little truck, we felt that familiar mix of pride and excitement. A new adventure was beginning, and we can't wait to visit them soon in beautiful Montana. So we're checking into a hotel here because we no longer have an apartment. We normally stay with Caroline and Matt, but we're cleaning it right out, and we're on to a new era. Hey guys, I just want to quickly tell you about an awesome deal from our friends at Onyx Off-Road. As you know, they are friends of our channel and help us bring these videos to you every week. And what they're offering for Black Friday from November 14th to December 3rd is 30% off your first year membership. It's their best deal of the year. Use Onyx Off-Road every time you head out. Check trail reports, snow levels, and exact lane boundaries so you always know where you stand. Use code ORBF30 to get 30% off. Just click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen. Don't hit the trail without Onyx Off-Road. Good morning, everybody. We are finished with everything to do with the move. We have a Jeep full of stuff here. That's the last bit we take across the lake. We're heading up north now. It's about a 3.5, 4-hour drive. And we're just enjoying a beautiful sunrise and a venti coffee.
Morning. It was quite pleasant last night. I think only -1, and hardly any wind, or it's coming from the east, so it's not hitting us. But yesterday, Peter and I got some buckets of gravel, and I'm just going to be laying it out again along the pathways. It's something we do quite often, but yeah, I just like a nice thick layer, and then that keeps all the dirt and clay from coming into the cabin. So I'm going to do that and then continue splitting firewood and collecting it. And Dan should be arriving tomorrow, Wednesday. So that'll be really nice to see him. It has been an adjustment not having Lando. So at night, I think I can hear him sometimes, and I'm like, oh, does he need his blanket back on him? Or, in the morning you're used to walking out and him greeting you with a pillow or his little stuffed animal. And now when we walk the island, we're just either by yourself or, just with Pete and I, which is different. Like, you miss that, him coming along. But Caroline's been sending lots of pictures and video of him, and he's having so much fun. He just loves road tripping. I think he was born for that, so that's nice. And him and Matt have gone fishing a few times together, and he just can sit there all day, either in the boat or on the shore, watching you fish. Like, he just follows every time you cast.
After helping Caroline and Matt pack up, Dan decided to stay a few more days with his cousins. But when he returned, he'd re-injured his ankle.
What happened to you?
Wrestling injury.
Love you.
Good to see you.
And now it's time to check in on Matthew, Caroline, and of course Lando as they continue their journey westward. After spending the weekend with family in upstate New York, they hit the road again and started the long trek to Montana. They made a few fun stops along the way to stretch their legs and take in the scenery. Lando loved every minute of it, sprawled out in the truck like he owned the place. We're happy to say they've arrived safe and sound and are already getting settled into their new home. Lando is thrilled, especially with his big new backyard, which he's claiming for himself, one stick at a time. You can see the wind whipping up behind me. We've had quite a bit of rain and wind last couple of days, which has taken all the leaves out of the trees pretty much. And you definitely know it's November. So today we're going to spend, actually this entire week, we're going to spend some time battening down the hatches, getting things ready for winter. The first thing is our screen-in room. We normally store kindling and things like that in there over the winter. And when we're here, we'll plasticize the windows, put big layers of plastic on it. And that's to let light into the rest of the house. But since we're not here this winter, we have these boards made up, so we just board it up, and that keeps the snow and the weather out of there. And then we'll get on to the next task. We're already getting ice pellets. The rain is turning to ice. Definitely timely what we're doing here. Alright, we'll get a few more screws in just to secure it a little better. We need one piece for this and then one more. This one will go around the other side. Oh, okay.
Got it?
Yep. I remember he even painted them because he didn't want the place looking like it was run down. Any boats that are staying here for the winter, we always take the batteries out of them, put them in the shop where it's a little bit warmer and where we can keep a trickle charger on them. These liquid acid batteries, when they're fully charged, they won't freeze, but if there's anything hooked up to them and it drains them a little bit, they can freeze and then they're damaged beyond repair. So that's just what we do. So we've had a real mixed bag of weather today. High winds all day, and then we had rain come through and ice pellets. And the wind is still going pretty good there, but it's supposed to calm down overnight and be pretty decent tomorrow and the next couple of days. So we're really going to use the time to take advantage of that good weather and get everything shut down here. We made pretty good progress, got a bunch of the jobs knocked off the list. It's a long list. Last thing we do when we're leaving is shut off the water. Take a shower, wash the dishes, shut off the water, and then we retreat. Yeah, a couple of big days of prepping for winter so that we could shut the cabin down safely, and the entire island. We're helping out with some of the other cabins as well, so we'll see you tomorrow.
So we just moved the snowmobile out in the snowmobile area that is here at the marina for the winter time, just in case the boys come back and want to spend a few months at the cabin next February, January, February. So we don't know what our plans are, but we're just, taking all the precautions, making sure that their helmets and their snowsuits are in the Jeeps and sitting out here ready for them if they do return when Pete and I are on our trip. But yeah, so we have the Jeep parked up here. Seems like this last week is just flying by. We just don't have enough hours in the day to get everything done, but slowly but surely we are, so it's always a good feeling. We do have one dilemma. We totally lost Daniel's passport, so we've just been like, we have been tearing apart the cabin and looking through the Jeep. I mean, I remember seeing it in my hand on our way up here after his trip to Norway, and it just vanished. I don't know what to think, but Lord willing, we find it, and we'll be leaving this Sunday, believe it or not. So, pretty crazy, but it's been really fun and nice time here at the lake.
In the boathouse, there's a cable come-along system used to lift the boats out of the water for the winter. You hand crank the boat up and then lower it onto cables, where it hangs suspended safely above the water. Once the first boat is secured, the pulley system is moved to the other bay to lift the second boat. So the boat is up, drained, the motor is drained. We unhook the gas can, run it out of fuel, and then put fuel conditioner for what's left in the gas can so it doesn't go stale over the winter. And then we take the battery up to the shop with the rest of them and keep it warm and fully charged. Carol just texted that she's almost back at the marina, so I'm going to go back and pick her up. Then we'll come back and put away the rest of the set boards for the winter, and we got one boat put away, so we're making pretty good progress. The waves and whatnot have calmed down considerably from this morning. When I took Carol out, we were getting bashed around pretty good and getting wet, but I think we're in good shape now. The wind has really died down a lot. You can see the marina's getting pretty sparse these days. There's only 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 boats. 3 of them are from our family that'll be coming out of the water soon, and one is just some electricians doing some work on the lake. But yeah, it's that time of year again. How'd it go? Get everything you need?
Somewhat. It's hard to go to all the stores in time.
Yeah.
So today is cold, and the temperature is just going to be dropping even more, and this is the last warmish day. So we're going to be tarping the fan boat. We have that all ready, and we're going to be going over to one of Peter's brother's place cabins and then putting away some of his things.
Down the long way. put them up like this in the winter so the snow falls off them, but also the sun comes from you only get a bit of sun and it comes from the south, so it's no use having it pointing the other way in the winter.
So I just did the last load of laundry. We did about 5 today, and I just made sure to walk through every room that everything was cleaned and perfect for if the boys come. In the wintertime, everything is fresh and nice. I just need to wash the floors tomorrow before we shut down the water and do a few things. Make sure all the cups in the cupboards and the pots and pans are all really clean and upside down so that if there is mice, it's not in it. But you know, I'm refilling all the mice poison in the cabin, upstairs in the attic, and so on. And what else is there? Oh yeah, it's like little things that you have to kind of think of. Is like even when we leave, that the coffee maker has no water in the back of it. Otherwise that would freeze and break the plastic. Stuff like that. You're just constantly doing checklists in your head. And all the dry food in the pantry that's sitting out, I'll put in some of our alu boxes. Those are like game changer with everything. Like I can store dog food and just all of our food for the winter in there, and no animals can get into it. And they're actually bear proof too, which is nice. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of pink RV antifreeze into the washing machine, and then undo all the pipes, hoses I guess, and unplug it and put it away. She's been good, really good. We've had her for a year now, doing countless loads of laundry, so I really like it. Just very simple. I normally just do the 15-minute cycle or 30-minute, and yeah, she barely takes any power. Quite small in there, but I mean, you can do 2 towels, 1 sheet at a time, or like a pair of jeans and a t-shirt maybe. So I really like this. Very good purchase. This is a little drain for it. Isn't it cute? Now that that's drained, I'll just hook it back on. Alright, so I just tarped it, drained all the hoses, unplugged it, and put everything inside the unit with some of that RV antifreeze, and put a nice size rock so that this little barbecue bag cover stays on it. But such a beautiful evening. Definitely chilly. Have the snow shovels already sitting out. Laundry hanging everywhere. So Pete and Dan are in town, so it's very quiet, especially not having Lando around with me here. But I'm just going around and blowing the leaves off of the decks and docks, all the needles coming down. It's always hard to leave the island. We'll go to the other cabins now and do the same thing. What a beautiful sunset today. I think tomorrow's kind of blustery, so taking advantage of today. So the boys are back with 1 cord of firewood from the marina. And we'll get that stacked up nicely by the front door.
This is about half.
Okay. How was it in town? Yeah?
Horrible. I can't stay in town. It's just hurry up and wait and wait and wait and wait. But I got everything. So.
Good. Okay, so we just offloaded half the cord, and now Peter and I are gonna go back and get the next one because tomorrow's supposed to be rainy and really cold.
It's raining today, but it's our last day here. Well, tomorrow's our last day, but we won't have time. We're trying to leave by noon, 1 o'clock at the latest. So we've got to get the wood up there. We've got to shut down the water today. My brother's boat, one of the boats, is still in the water at the marina, so we're gonna head out there, pick up that boat, come back, put our boat in the boathouse, and then we'll leave on his boat. It's gonna be a busy day. So we were going to wait till the rain let up before going across to get the other boat, but it's just not stopping. It's getting rainier, getting worse. So we're just going to have to get wet today.
This is a bad day to be wearing mascara. Going to regret it. We're just going to be taking back Uncle Tim's boat so that we can leave tomorrow morning and put this one away. So I'll just wait here, and then he'll open up the boathouse doors for me. I got it. All right. Did you get the mallet?
Yeah.
We got that done, which is nice. Now we just gotta pack our bags, all the camera equipment, and oh, the water. And then we're done. I might wait until after we eat lunch or something. I just moved those over just a little bit because this is right where they come up with the snowmobile from the lake. And there's like a little highway that goes here. And then they either go up to the main lodge or Uncle Ben's or Luke's. And we bring supplies this way, going around, like firewood, propane, and it's just a big loop that goes around the house.
All right, we're leaving today, so the last job is to shut off the water. It was -4 last night Celsius, so we had to leave the water running or it would have frozen solid, and that would have been a problem. We just cut the line and drain it. So we've cut the line, we've drained the hot water tank, and now we're just putting this non-toxic RV antifreeze into a bucket, and then we'll pump it up through the system. When we have pink coming out of the taps, we're good. Oh, it's not sucking it up yet. There she goes. There she goes. Yeah, gotcha. Leave all the taps open. Okay, so we've got the water shut down now. We had the pink antifreeze, non-toxic antifreeze coming out of all the taps and the hot water heater. So the system is drained and winterized, so that's good. Last thing is we have the generator running over there, just trying to top up the batteries. When we leave, we have a switch where we can turn the power off to the cabins, and the only thing running then is a 12-volt freezer, and that doesn't take a lot of power. Yeah, we're just taking out our last trash and recycling. We'll run that up to the dump on the way out of here. So I think we're in good shape. Just about packed up the whole cabin. It's a lot of work to shut the place down for the winter, and it's a lot of work to leave it running for the winter. It's off-grid living is awesome, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, but yeah, don't kid yourself about how much work there is, because there's always a lot to do. Alright, we're locked up, ready to go. I think we've thought of everything. It looks like a lot because we have garbage and recycling. But each of us have a carry bag and a laptop camera bag. Sister-in-law.
We just got an update from Caroline. She went to the doctor and sent us a new ultrasound picture.
So we're heading to the airport. We've left where's Lee?
That's so heavy. We're pretty anxious to get back onto Wi-Fi or internet to hear how Bertina was doing.
Waldemar and Derek are here.
It's my booty.